Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And we are here on episode 4 of A Rich Legacy High School Years. And if you are new here, this is a second generation Rags to Riches challenge, the first generation one. And we are starting off with a bit of a rough day here. Egypt, one of our teens in this mini LP, has done below average on exams. And if you know Molly, or if you don't know Molly, Molly is all about achievement, being the best, and she feels like that's the expectation of her because her parents are, rags to riches. They're wealthy and they're doing amazing, and she feels like she should use her privilege to do amazing, and she's really disappointed. This new school that she transferred to is just more difficult than she thought. On the flip side, Molly, our youngest, but also a teen that is a star of this legacy, was I'm trying to find the non-YouTube way of saying it, but she was doing some things that she shouldn't have been doing, smoking some things that she shouldn't have been smoking at school, and she came home with her eyes red, smelling like loud. Can I say loud on YouTube? I hope so. And that is not good. And her mom is about to be home. So, yeah, now listen, Molly is someone who is okay breaking the rules, but she just wants to have fun. Like, her intention is not to be a rule breaker. And, she had fun at school. And, Alicia, the mom, is asking Egypt if she knows anything about this, and Egypt's like, no girl, I'm struggling with my own stuff. Like, am I hideous? Like, focus. And Egypt is like, girl, like, I cannot deal with this at this moment. Like, you're overachieving stuff, I can't deal with that. I have one kid smoking some stuff and the other kid is just being too intense. So Egypt is like, sorry, not Egypt, Alicia is like, it's gonna be okay. And we have a friend over who is fading away. I don't know that person. We have a friend over. Sorry, a lot is happening in this episode, and we are 2 minutes in. We have Savannah over here, who is a NPC that came with this pack, but I think she's also a cool friend for Egypt because I feel like they're both like focused. And even though Egypt is focused, she does want to make friends. And it looks like Alicia, the mom, is over there pacing because she don't know what to say to this girl, Molly. Molly is also a little paranoid. Like, she doesn't really know what to do. She's kind of all over the place, and she can feel that her brain is not functioning to the best of her abilities. So she's gonna try to sleep it off because she doesn't really want to get in trouble. She's hoping her mom doesn't notice, but her mom is not stupid. Their dad, Rich, is still at work, and Alicia is trying to resolve this before the dad gets home because if Alicia is upset, she knows their dad would hit the roof. Like, their dad is the one that's kind of all about having good kids because that's what he works so hard for, to have some good, high achieving kids. And, smoking stuff at school is not on the list of things to do. But let's get these teens' needs together for a second. We are gonna have Savannah and Egypt sit here and watch a movie in their downstairs movie room, which is kind of like a teen area of the house. I feel like, it's a place where they can spill stuff and not get in trouble, and just it feels more like the teen entertainment, like the teen living room a little bit. And for those of you that are curious and new to my channel, why do these Sims have so much money? They not only were they rags to riches, but was he on the bike? I guess he rode his bike. They won the lottery. Like, right as they were like almost completing the rags to riches challenge, they happened to win the lottery, which is so crazy because I never had Sims win the lottery before. So it's kind of cool that they did that in a rags to riches challenge. And so that is why they have so much money, and they are like highly successful in their careers. So the combination of that is why they have so much money. Just so you know, they have 3 daughters. They have Kenya, Egypt, and Molly. Kenya is an adult living in Del Sol Valley. She has her own LP as well, but I won't get too much into that stuff. And let's get back to these teens who are focused on watching this movie, and Molly is asleep. Like, she's trying to sleep this, this smoke sesh off. Alicia did not tell Rich what's going on with the kids, so he's just in here doing his afternoon workout and enjoying himself. And Alicia took a bath to kind of like soak some of this tension off before she goes to talk to her daughter. And she is really trying to be as calm as possible during this situation. But she's gonna go in here, she's gonna wake Molly up and say, like, listen, I know what's going on. We need to talk. So meanwhile, Savannah is like, so Egypt, what's up with your sister? Like, you guys are really different. And Egypt's like, yeah, my sister's different. She's a little more experimental than I am. But overall, she's good. I don't really worry about her that much. I know, she's gonna be good either way. And she may not want as many things as I do, but she'll be fine. And Savannah's like, listen, you don't want her to get a bad reputation of people thinking that she's a certain way and that she's not. And Egypt didn't really like that. Like, even though her and Molly are different, girl, you saw. I'm sorry. She has her umbrella up, and it's just funny based on the situation. Anyway, Egypt didn't really like what Savannah said. Like, her and Molly are different, but she is not judging her sister. Like, no matter what, that's her sister. So I like that the parenting options show this. I don't know if this is like Basemental, but if it is, I'm really impressed by that. Sorry, I had some tech issues. But long story short, Alicia essentially asked, like, why are you doing this? And Molly was just like, I wanted to try something new. We were just bored. And Alicia decided to take, the calm parenting approach and essentially was like, listen, I really asked that you don't do this until you're older. Like, I don't think, you need to be focused on this right now. You need to kind of be figuring out what you want to do with your life and trying new things. I get that that's important, but I would stay away from like substances until you are a little bit older. And Molly really respects that a lot because her mom doesn't really ask her not to do things. Like, her dad always asks her not to do certain things or to do certain things, and her mom is just really chill and laid back. So she is going to listen to her mom's advice, at least for now. I think she also did not find it that interesting. Like, it just wasn't that exciting of an experience for her. So she doesn't really feel like she's missing out on anything. And so her and her mom hug, and her mom is not going to tell Rich. So I don't know what you all think in the comments about that. But if this is a one-time occasion, do you think Alicia should have told Rich what happened? Meanwhile, Noah asked Egypt to prom, and Egypt was like, no. Egypt does not think they're close enough for that. Even though he said it as friends, she didn't think he meant that. And she just said no. And it's really cute that they have these sentiments. So Egypt is creeped out by the fact that he asked her to prom and they just started like being cool. And Noah feels some type of way about being rejected. And yeah, I don't know if we'll see much of Noah anymore after this. So some time has passed, and even though Molly didn't get in major trouble, she was kind of like stuck in the house. She felt like Alicia was watching her, so she just kind of stayed in the house for a little bit. But now it is time to go back to our little bubble tea spot with our friend whose name I forgot and see if it's just a little more interesting this time around. I think this guy looks really cool. He is an adult, but I feel like Molly thinks he dresses really cool, and so she's gonna talk to him and see if they can be friends or, she can kind of like jack his swag a little bit. His name is John, and he tells Molly and Lizette all about thrifting and how he always comes here for new stuff. They change out all the time. And Molly's happy that he's putting her on to this. And so she's going to add him on Social Bunny and they're going to be cool. Let's say he is like 18, 19, so still pretty young. More selfies, more bubble tea. And it looks like we got invited to a house party, so definitely time to go. And it looks like Egypt was invited as well, so we are here. It looks like there's some family here too, and Molly seems to be really friendly with this little child, which is super cute. But yeah, it looks like a couple of teens are here just hanging out, and Molly loves this. Like, she loves the beach, she loves Sulani, and she's happy to meet this classmate that is inviting her. I don't know what Egypt is over here yelling about, but she probably should calm down because it's a little awkward. And yeah, it looks like everybody's just hanging out. Egypt is kind of tense. Maybe this is not the right environment for her. I'm not really sure, but it seems like a low key get together. And then I'm gonna have Egypt go over here and swim and like just chill out a little bit. Egypt has chilled out. She's talking to this guy who I don't know his name. He's an NPC from the pack, the high school years pack, and I actually think he is the brother of Savannah, and so that's interesting. It looks like she's jumping between being happy and chill, and I guess that put him off, so never mind. It does look like Molly and Lizette are having a good time hanging out with Dwayne and this other guy. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I have so many Sims that it's hard not to remember their names, but remembering these names of these NPCs that are not even like that have that many storylines is difficult. So I'm sorry. I will do my best. But if you know who these Sims are, let me know in the comments. Especially if you have storylines around them, please let me know. But it looks like it was a good idea to come out to Sulani, at least for Molly. Like, it looks like she had a great time. And I do want to say in the next episode, I believe there will be more family time. So I think family time is an important part of, teen years as well. It's not just all about friends and school. Family relationship building is important as well. And yeah, it looks like Molly does not think Dwayne is attractive, but she thinks he's cool. And, maybe they'll become friends long term, especially because he has this cool beach house. But I think it is time to wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching. I mean, actually, yeah, I'm still gonna wrap up this episode, but Molly is gonna go to the romance festival before it's over and just see what's going on there. And I guess I'll leave it off here. We'll see her at the romance festival as well, I guess, next episode. If anything interesting happens, I'll include that too. Let me know what you thought about this episode and this series so far in the comments. I like when you subscribe and you like the videos, but I love when you comment, and I almost always reply. Thanks. Bye.